And yes, I totally agree, and that is true. Regarding the child support law, we have that. We have that in the Philippines. So I'd like to correct first those people, or expats or foreign individuals, or just some people in the internet saying or telling you that there is no child support in the Philippines. Of course, we have that. You know, we have family code, but there's a problem. It's the implementation. It's how strong the officials would push it. You know, the family code has been here for a while. I already know this since I have kids. And yeah, so correct, if you know someone who's telling you, oh, there's no child support law in the Philippines, that's something that, that's totally wrong. Because if you guys are just believing what people say in internet, then I'm sorry, you're misinformed. Okay, just because you don't hear much single mothers, Filipino single mothers, uh, receiving a lot of financial support from the biological fathers of their child, then that mean we don't have a family law in the Philippines? Well, I understand that if that's your first impression or interpretation. But yes, we have a child support law here. Okay. So in his first, should I say, first lines, or in his announcement, he is encouraging every single, yeah, Filipino single mothers, or mothers, or if you have kids, yes, but the husbands are just, lazy. Should I say lazy supporting kids, or not really supporting kids financially, but they have work. Okay, so I'm gonna play that the first 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you my reaction and answer a few questions I have here.
Mga single mom ho dyan, sa mga may mga anak, okay, na may mga tatay na ayaw sumustento or iniwan ng magulang ng kanilang tatay, pwede po kayo lumapit mga single mom sa amin, o kahit na may mga asawa na, kung ayaw sustentuhan ng inyong anak ng tatay nila, pwede po kayong pumunta, provided yung tatay po nila ay may trabaho o may kinikita, and then susulatan po namin, magdidiman kami na sustentuhan niya yung anak niya.
Okay, let's stop there. What made me a little bit upset, I'm gonna admit that, like I'm a bit annoyed, is they will only demand the DSWD will help single mothers with kids, or mothers with kids but the fathers are not supporting the kids and they have a source of income or livelihood, work, because they will only, it seems to me that they will only help, push the father to support the child if the father has a job. Isn't it the same interpretation that you have? It's something like, oh, okay, so how about those fathers who are not really working, and they know they're lazy, they don't like to find work because they just feel lazy looking for a job. They have a lot of excuses and reasons. That's a little bit, oops, okay, I don't like what I've heard. You got me right. So guys, if you have negative reactions, it's right, it's fine. If you have opinions, share them in my comment section below. Okay, so let's play more of this video.
Ng tatay nila, pwede po kayong pumunta, provided yung tatay po nila ay may trabaho o may kinikita, and then susulatan po namin, magdidiman kami na sustentuhan niya yung anak niya. Otherwise, pag hindi po, ipapasa po namin ito sa korte, bahala na po yung Public Attorney's Office, tutulungan din po tayo ng IBP para magsampa po ng kaso. Hindi lang.
Okay, he said a good thing there. Okay, first of all, this is, I would say, a very positive news when it comes to single moms with kids, and the fathers neglected their kids but they have work. Okay, according to Mr. Irvin Tulfo, they will demand for support. They will write to the father, demand financial support. If the father is very uncooperative, then they will ask help from, they will file charges, and they will ask the help of the public attorney's office. Okay, for those who don't know what POW, we call it POW, the public attorney's office. This is a, should I say, yeah, from the word itself, uh, uh, attorneys are available for common people, like Filipinos who can't afford to pay their own attorneys, or yeah, to help them file charges against someone. Okay, this is a yeah, this is a good news, a positive news. But the problem is, what if the father suddenly just move to another place, from one city and move to a far province, or you know move to the mountains, right? What if the father just go outside work in another country, and you know so how's that? I'd like to know the answer, because even before, like years ago, a lot of Filipino single moms are, okay, I give up, I don't want to push this anymore, I'm not going to ask for any child support from the father of my child or children, because they are being stubborn or uncooperative. They're not doing the initiative to find work and eventually support the kids, right? Because uh okay, I'll save my opinion later. So I'm just sorry, guys, nakikarried away ako in this topic because I am a single mom. Okay. I want to see the brighter side of this news, though there's a little bit of negativity at my end, because I've done these things before. You know, I talked to the father of my son because he's the only available father of the kids. And well, the barangay, the social welfare service, or the social service at our barangay, yeah, tried to help me, but it's like useless. I've wasted my time. I've done this a couple of times, maybe 5 times. You know, and the father of my son told the women in that desk, like, hey, how can I support my child if I don't have a work? Oh, you want me to go to jail? You want me to stay behind the bars because I am useless? I don't have work. How can I find work? Like, how can I support? How can I give this woman, the mother of my child, some money for whatever purpose? For the child, of course, if I am jobless. But so I gave up. I will not make this story any longer. So I just move my ass, move on. Life must go on. You know, I am in a better situation now. Okay, so let's play more of this video, and I prepared questions here as well. So we have answered first question: do we have a child support law or system in the Philippines? Yes, of course we have. Okay, and this applies to foreign fathers as well. Okay, that's a good thing as well. I've heard the same thing from my mom and from the social service representative or staff in our barangay. 7 years old and below children should be under the custody of the mothers. No. And yeah, the father of my son, he complained about this, because I don't know, maybe some fathers out there will think this is a crazy law. This is a crazy uh should I say yeah, rule, or why do we have a 7-year-old below age of that child? That is also my child, right? Why do they have to limit? So that's the interpretation of many Filipino fathers. But what they don't understand is this is the law. It's 7 years old and below, so they should accept and understand that this is not telling them that they don't have the right. When you say custody, the mom will, of course, it's assumed that the mom has the capacity to take care of the child, right? She has work. She is, should we say, at least financially stable, mentally stable. Guys, for now, let's refrain talking about uh, something against the moms. Yes, of course, there are negligent Filipino single moms, okay? But for this topic, this is about negligent fathers. Okay, going back to where I stopped, what I'm trying to say is the fathers still have the right to visit their child or children. It didn't say there. I didn't find anything wrong in, should you say, in the family code, that the fathers are not allowed to visit their child. No, there's nothing like that. Unless maybe if the father is mentally ill, right? Yeah, of course, the moms will not allow that to happen. But the point here is they can still see their kids, and the social service staff clarified that to me. Mrs., you should allow the father of your son to see him. Okay. So I'm sharing to you my personal experience. So of course, experiences are the best teacher, right? So I think it's the best examples to share are our personal experiences.